these two are the best at what they do. These two are the must pulls of 1. When Hoyo does something like this, and they're gonna obviously do this in the 2.x. I expect the same, whether it's 2.4 going to 2.5. Yo, what up guys? I know you saw the thumbnail and the title. I need you guys to pay attention today and watch the whole video. This message is going to apply to proxies, whether you're a veteran and especially new and returning players. Y'all know me, I'm all over social media right now and I've been watching the comments. People are on cloud 9 and I don't blame you because I am too. In one of the previous videos, we discussed the pull counter for version 2.0. In that video, we saw a tweet about 160 to 166 pulls for free to play. Now, officially, ZZZ came out and made a TV commercial. I don't know if you guys watched it, but they claim at the end, you know what? You guys can hear it.
ZZZ Season 2. Next stop, Waifei Peninsula. Up to 180 pulls. Get a free stay.
So they're claiming that it's going to be 180 pulls in total for patch 2.0. And I'm not sitting here doubting them at all. The exact pulls per patch is not important. What's important is the pattern. So as you guys can tell with the launch of the game, as well as with 2.0, we're getting a lot of our pulls, yes, from events, but also from permanent content. We're headed here, but what I'm predicting is that we're going to head down south. It's very unlikely that it's going to get even better from here on out. And as you can see with 1.1 and 1.2, the income wasn't all that great, but we still had the permanent content from the launch to help us. But around like late 1.2, that was when I heard a lot of free to play were having a lot more trouble making the right decisions. I remember in 1.0, everybody walked away with Ellen. That's why the rework that is coming with 2.0 is really well accepted. For a lot of us, she was our first limited S rank. A lot of free-to-play players thought that the Polychromes will just keep coming in like this. People were pulling for Wengines back then. Around 1.2 and especially 1.3, people were dried up. Now, just follow along with me. Let me cook, all right? Let me cook first. A lot of people are going to be like, whoa, it's going to be different this time. Maybe that's copia. Maybe that is going to be true. Maybe instead of getting about 100 pulls per patch, maybe we get 10 to 20 more on average. However, it's still not the same because back in 1.1 and 1.2, we did not have reruns. So that's why I was saying for new players and returnees, this is very important. We're going into 2.0, and if our Polychrome generation is going to be similar to 1.x, new players and returnees, as well as those that lost a 50-50 as veterans, we're going to have a lot of hard decisions to make, a lot of sacrifices in 2.x because of the reruns. So what I'm trying to say is a lot of people are like, yeah, I'm going to get Yixuan. I'm going to get Astra rerun. Yes, I do think that picking up Yixuan as well as Astra is really nice, a good move. And with the 180 pulls that we're getting in 2.0, I hope that we all get them. However, the reason I'm making this video is because a lot of people, like I said, are on cloud 9. They're zoomed in. They think that the party will continue. The good times will continue. The amount of polychromes we generate will continue. And they're already thinking about picking up JuFufu, getting a couple Wengines here and there, thinking that, you know, 2.1, they're going to generate 180 or 190 or 200 pulls. Players that play these kind of games, like gacha games, and they're not good at managing resources, whether it's in real life or in game, they're gonna get got, dude. I'm able to stay home and record these kind of videos because when I made big money, I didn't blow it all. I just saved for times where I knew I wasn't going to make anything. What I'm trying to say is that I predict that patch 2.1 to 2.7 or 2.8 will have 2 to 3 must pull characters, including a Void Hunter or Void Hunter level. And what if I'm wrong? I'll explain that part later. Zeos, didn't you make a video a month ago saying that you should save for 2.0, that you should save for Yixuan and Astra? Yes, I did, and I still stand by it, guys. You should get Yixuan and Astra. So what's with the thumbnail? Before I get any further, let me say the disclaimer. This is for those that struggle or need help clearing endgame content. Also for new players and returnees who want comfort as they learn the game. This video also applies to people like me who sometimes want a big dog to clear by dailies, especially those like dungeons that we've been farming for thousands and thousands of times. Oh, but you're supposed to play the game to have fun. Yeah, but we've been doing it for like 10,000 times now. And also, this message applies to those who like pulling high value agents. We're gonna pull out the channel signature value meter, okay? This does not apply for sweaty ZZZ lords that can clear naked and blindfolded with their penis wired to a bomb that'll go off if they don't clear on time. It does not apply for you guys, as well as those that want to pull whoever they want. Like you want to pull JuFufu or Bunny Fufu, whatever you want. Okay, it does not apply to you. I'm talking about people that struggle and they want to pull high value agents. So for all those that apply, like I said a month ago, Astra, Yixuan, not a problem. I feel like they're pretty much a must pull. For those that are new, and if you find this video helpful, make sure you guys stick till the end. Make sure you guys hit the like and subscribe. We'll be doing some fun Yixuan and Astra giveaways. That's gonna change people's accounts. Anyways, back to the video. Yixuan, we're gonna do a couple videos. We're gonna do a prediction video first. But putting Yixuan aside, if we really narrow down the 1.x characters, there are two that I can name are must pulls when they do rerun. One, Astra. I'm super excited for her rerun because I need her on 2 of my 3 accounts. The second one is Miyabi. Astra single-handedly changed ZZZ combat. She buffs your entire account and enables quick assist playstyle. A lot of agents benefit from the quick assist playstyle. I'm just gonna name one off the top of my head. Vivian. It skips her basic attack sequence. Astra has insane value, as you're seeing on your screen, horizontally, which means spreading to the major meta teams right now, meta comps. She is the top dog of her role, and in terms of longevity, how important is that role and how long that will last in the ZZZ meta? It's gonna last for a long time. Obviously, as we go into 2.0, 2.1, 2.2, the value meter may go down. This is not just like fixed in stone, but because we do need 2 to 3 teams for endgame, she can be slotted to number 2 or number 3 if she does get slowly phased out. While Astra's vertical values are there, I don't really recommend you go deep into her. I've tried. Trust me, I went M6 R5 thinking that she could crank some DPS. The overall damage contribution that she does, I mean, not through her buffs, but her own damage is not that much. So like vertically, even like I don't even recommend you get her Wengine as a free to play. Once again, I need to pause and tell you guys how important this is because a lot of the players are on a high that they're gonna get so many pulls, so they start overspending like they did back in 1.0. I want you guys to not make the same mistake. Miyabi, whenever her rerun is, whether it's 2.1, 2.2, 2.3, Hoyo is definitely gonna rerun her because it's just free money. Miyabi is the I delete button of 1.x, the backup switch that blows everything up. She is a void hunter. And I know someone's gonna be like, but having Miyabi makes the game so boring. She does so much. Yo, bro, that's the POV of a person that has Miyabi, man. I have a Miyabi on one of my accounts, but my 2 other accounts, I'm like, bro, yeah, I don't need Miyabi. I have fingers. I have some amount of skills to beat the end game, but yo, there are times where I just wish I had Astra and Miyabi where I'm just not feeling it, man. I gotta do my dailies. There's 10 minutes left before the reset, or I gotta go somewhere, or I'm going somewhere and on the drive I just want to blow shit up. Now I don't want to use my brain. Then that's the I delete button. At least you have an I delete button. I don't on my 2 accounts. So those are the 2 agents that I highly recommend when they do rerun. If you don't have them, their pull value is insane. As you can see, I'll give you a comparison to like Vivian, and for Hugo I have a separate video. Check that out. A lot of Hugos are not gearing their Hugo correctly. Make sure you guys check the math on that video. Highly recommend it for Hugo mains or Hugo users. These 2 are the best at what they do. These 2 are the must pulls of 1.x if we really narrow it down. And don't go in the comment section and be like, but yeah, Nagi, what about this? I'm like, guys, like as a new player or returnee, they're gonna have enough trouble staying on the course with 2.x. Like I said, it's not like the good old days where there were no rerun banners. It's not, this ain't no 1.1, 1.2, 1.0, bro. Another good thing about Miyabi and Astra, not only are their pull values high, but if we combine them, it goes up even further because they share the same disk instance. You know what else is very interesting? They also came out at around the same time. Patch 1.4 was a soft relaunch, reboot, whatever you want to call it. We had about, that patch was about 3 weeks. We got a lot of pulls back then. It was nice. Are we going to get another like reboot or upgrade mid 2.x? We don't have any guarantee. And right after Miyabi was Astra, man, like back to back milk. Let me know down below. Did you guys get both Miyabi and Astra? Like, were you able to endure the back to back? And I bet you guys did, either because you got lucky or because you play the 150 rule. 150 rule is saving at least 150 pulls in case of when Hoyo does something like this. And they're gonna obviously do this in the 2.x. I expect the same, whether it's 2.4 going to 2.5. It should be around the end of the year, leading into the Lunar New Year. They're gonna give you the incentive to blow your load or swipe, because Lunar New Year is a huge deal, as well as end of the year, Q4 for everywhere in the world. So like I said about 2.x, I expect like 2 to 3 must pulls, and I think maybe 2 of those will line up around 2.4, 2.5. Whether they're Void Hunter or Void Hunter level, I don't really care. All I know is that I'm going to be prepared. I'm not gonna fall for this again, because like I said last time, I missed Astra. So yeah, the 150 rule in case an unexpected powerful agent comes out, or there is the situation with like Miyabi and Astra back-to-back meta agents, or along the way some agent comes up that you really want. That's really cute, like this little rabbit, right? A lot of people do pull for meta, but yeah, here and there, some people pull characters that they relate to, that they really like the design of. So what I'm trying to say is, you don't have to pull like Astra, for example, like Astra's Wengine or JuFufu, just because everyone else is doing it. If you really like JuFufu, by all means, but don't feel like you need to because you're sitting on like 100 plus surplus of pulls. You know, those days, like I said, are good. When you make a lot of money, when you're making a lot of polychromes, you want to spend a lot of polychromes. You feel good. You think those good days will keep lasting, but it it won't, man. You want to save that for like an emergency fund in case they do the back-to-back meta or an unexpected out of the blue meta happens. Now, what if I'm wrong? What if going into 2.x, we get way more polychromes, like 140 pulls per patch? If I'm wrong, then thank God. I pray that I'm wrong. Maybe they slow down to 1 new agent per patch, or they don't even do any new agents and they just do reruns. While I pray that I'm wrong, that they either give you more polychromes or they slow down the release of new agents, I don't think that's happening. ZZZ is ambitious. They are hungry. They're pushing hard, dude. Did they rest at 1.x? They are one of the top games that made like the most changes as of the last 11-12 months. I mean, hell, they had a 1.4 reboot, and 2.0 feels like a reboot too. I don't think they're gonna slow down, and agents, new agents, are the best form of marketing. So you can see what they're doing with 2.x. They're experimenting with the furries, little animal characters now. We got the bunnies, we got the kawaii, the cuties, we got the idols, we got the big mommy, Yixuan, and we got Orpheus, who has like part machine tail and horns, and they're experimenting, guys. We got freaking Panda coming out. They're doing this because they want to grab a wide range of audience. To wrap this up, super excited for 2.0. I was getting so excited that I myself was caught in the storm. I saw the commercial. I was like, bro, 180, there's no way. I said in the previous video, there's no way they're gonna get to 180, and they're like, here we go, 180. I was like, oh, okay. I started to make plans of getting Yixuan, her Wengine, and then Astra, skipping her Wengine, and getting JuFufu and maybe her Wengine. And I was thinking, wait a minute, I'm going through this again, falling for it again, man. So all I wanted to say was enjoy 2.0 and get all those pulls, but don't blow it all either, guys. Let's try to save a little bit for future agents that we really want, or those that are just really busted. That's all I wanted to say, and especially to new players and returnees, because they may get the impression that we're just gonna get a lot of pulls. And also keep in mind that a lot of the pulls are coming from permanent content, and everyone on social media, they're gonna, you know, hype up a new agent and be like, yo, get her, why she changed the game, or why she's awesome, why he needs to be pulled. Don't get caught up in the current. Just play it smart. Wait for honest reviews, fair reviews, or pull value meters or whatever. And I don't know if you guys are into finance like me, but there's a tactic. Before you buy something, think about if you really need it. And then after an hour, ask yourself if you still want it. I remember in the past, this game I used to play would release a skin, and I would, without thinking, just buy it. Buy. I need it. I'm on it. I want it now. And then 2 hours later, I'm like, do I know? I wear the skin for like 5 seconds and I just like throw it into the storage. Just want you guys to make decisions that you don't regret. That's all. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure you guys smash that like once again, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.